Listen to me, this is the most important video I have ever posted on my channel. Journaling, going in and breaking down your trade strategy, how to properly learn from your mistakes, how to properly refine your trade strategy in order to go in and be more consistent within the markets. If your trading means anything to you, watch the video until the end. I drop liquid gold. If you're on a time crunch, timestamps are below, skip around. But I love you guys. Get some popcorn. I lied. Get a pen and a notepad and take notes, because seriously, I went into my own personal journal, broke everything down, and I gave you guys the sauce, how to reverse engineer your trade strategy for success. Listen to me when I say this. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Join the Discord. Love you. You are journaling incorrectly. Let me help you. Let me help you with this. Journaling is the most important thing within trading. If you cannot journal correctly, you cannot properly learn from your mistakes in order to become a better day trader. So that's why we're here with this video. So pay attention. Timestamps are below. But the first thing we're getting straight into is how to properly journal. What should be within your journal? I am going to go in and showcase my own personal journal so you guys are able to see how I journal, how I look to improve my journal, and on top of that, how I journal analog, pen and paper as well. Because not only do I do YouTube for my journal and recaps, but I also go in, journal on a notepad, and then I go in and journal on my notebook, and then I also go and journal one more time on my Notion journal. This is the most important thing. If you're not willing to do the boring stuff in trading, forget it. This job is not for you. You will not succeed in this unless you're willing to sit there and do the boring things. I personally hate to journal. I don't like journaling 4 times after every single trade, but guess what? It's what has allowed me in order to build consistency so much faster than my peers and other people within the space that have started out at the same time as me. And this is what will allow me to continue going. And I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to give you all the sauce in order to be able to catch up. So let's get straight into it. Journaling. First thing, what should be within your journal? This is an example of a loss I took. This was during ADP NFP, and I went in and journaled this loss, just like how I journal all my other losses. I do have my Notion journal pulled up, so let's go straight into that. I've been journaling in this since April, and that's not counting my Google Sheets journal, which I've been journaling in since February. But apart from that, so how I like to immediately go in and look at my journals is I like to break it down. What, why, how? What happened during the trade? What occurred in order for me to have been like, you know what? This is a valid trade to take. Why is simply that as well. Why did I look to take this trade? What did I look to take it on? Why was my execution where it was? That is what, and that is why. And then how. If it's a win, typically I'll put how can I look to continue to keep this in? What did I do in order to win? And how can I continue to replicate this in order to replicate more wins? And if it's a loss, I go in and I look, how can I ensure to not do this again? It's as simple as that. What, why, how? What happened during the trade? Why did you execute where you did? And on top of that, how can you look to either improve as a whole or improve as a whole? That's all it is, right? Going in and journaling allows you to break down what you need to do, what you need to learn in order to go in and improve your trading. But if you don't know how to improve your trading by learning from your journal, it will never help. You're journaling for nothing. You might as well throw away your journal. So I'm going to teach you guys how to go in and refine your trade strategy in order to properly allocate what you learn from your journal to that. So first thing I want you guys to focus on whenever you take a loss is going in on your journal and jotting down your technical analysis, your macro to micro, what happened on the daily time frame, what happened on the 4-hour time frame, what happened on the hourly, what happened on the 15-minute, and then the time frame you look to execute on. Typically, you would have a before image and an after image. How do you get these images, Lonnie? Well, you go on TradingView, bam, press the camera icon, copy link, go in on any platform you use and paste the images in. Depending on the time frame you're on, you switch time frame and it gives you that specific screenshot for that specific time frame. Right? That's simple. You have the before and after image. Then you go in and you see, what did I do wrong? This example, it was a gold loss. It was a loss on gold, better said. What did I do wrong within this trade? Here you can see I lacked emphasis on trade patience, and on top of that, my trade entry was not the best. And then I went in. I explained what happened during the trade and why. And then I went to how to improve from this loss. How can I go in and ensure we don't replicate this time in and time out, so this just doesn't go from one loss to being 100 losses, right? You have to go in and look at how you can improve. From this, we realize, okay, in order to improve from this trade, we have to allow price action to develop in order to give us our A plus trade entry, and always give us a validating stop loss. If it does not give us the validating stop loss, we're not looking to enter. And this is what we learned from this loss, right? And so we went in and we did our analysis to learn from this loss. And we went into our trade journal and journaled it down. What did you learn from this? How can you refine your trade strategy in order to ensure you don't make this mistake again? And I realized simply, for me, it was a patience issue. All I needed to go in and do was be more patient with price action. And then I even broke it down a little bit more. When should I be patient with price action? Because there's times where price action continues to rally, continues to make its overall move, and doesn't allow retracements. And there's times where it does allow retracements. And I realized this by doing my weekly trade recap, because on top of that, I do a weekly trade recap. I went in and I analyzed and I realized, okay, so I know when to execute and when to not execute by how our stop loss looks. If our stop loss is at a validating point in price action, bam, I'm ready to execute, let's go. But if I look and measure out the stop loss and it looks like I would get stopped out, it's probable that price could even make a slight retracement, even a 5% probability, I will step away from that trade and be like, you know what, I don't even want to take the chance. Let me wait till price action is more probable so I can go in and execute with my validating stop loss, having it at the specific highs and above the specific highs or below the specific lows it needs to be in order to validate that, okay, our trade idea is valid, right? That's so important. By going down and breaking down your journal, really analyzing it, that is what allows you to go in and learn from it. A lot of you guys are journaling and you don't understand why you're journaling. You're journaling a sentence or two. Oh, I entered the trade, I got stopped out, I entered another one, right? That's not how you want to journal. When you're journaling, your entire focus should be, how can I learn from this mistake and how can I ensure I never do it again? That is all it's for. Remember, you're the only person who can see your journal and hear your own personal journal. That's why I always tell you guys, get a personal journal. I have 6 different journals. 5 out of 6 are filled up to the brim, front and back. This is my 7th journal. Actually, no, 6 out of 6 are filled up to the front and back. This is my 7th journal of the new year. And you can already see, I'm already starting off writing it. And I'm journaling. I'm doing my weekly recaps. I'm looking to understand why and how, as a trader, I can improve, right? That is all we're looking to do within these journals. The reason why I'm emphasizing this is because no one can see what you write in here. This journal is between you and you alone. You're the only person who can see this. I can go on a 50 trade losing streak, write it down all in here, and you guys will never know. That is personal to you. Remember that. So with whatever you need to improve on, write it down in here. If you need to give yourself positive affirmations, give it to yourself in here. Give it to yourself in here and look back and analyze, okay, why did I take specific losses? Why did I take specific wins? When you guys are winning, those are the journals you guys should be analyzing the most. Some people call me crazy for going in and analyzing my my trades 4 times, journaling 4 or 5 times, a day. And that's true. But guess what? In this game of trading, if you're not willing to do that, you will lose in the long run. You will get outworked in the long run. You will fall behind in the long run. I have never been that individual that's like, you know what, okay, I'm fine, let's have a day off here and, maybe let's not journal this trade. No. I've always gone in and been like, you know what, if I win, let me sit there for the longest time I need to in order to understand how can I replicate the wins. When you win, those are the trades you should be journaling the most. Why? Because you don't win every single trade. So why aren't you going in and looking to break down and properly journal your trades for what happened, why you chose to execute where you did, and how you can continue to replicate it? That is the most important thing about journaling. And when you take those wins, you should treat it like liquid gold. That is your key to success. That is your key to understanding your trade strategy, understanding your probability, and understanding how to continue to execute in the markets and become profitable with your own trade strategy. That is what you should be focusing on. And when you take the losses, you should do the exact same, even more, but instead flip it and reverse it. How can you ensure to not make those same mistakes again? You're following along? I hope you still are, because journaling is the most important thing within trading. I will emphasize that forever. Forever, forever, forever. Everyone asks me, Lonnie, how'd you get to where you were in such a short amount of time? I journaled and I recapped and I did the most work I needed to do in order to get to where I needed to get to. And I'm still doing it. Still doing it. Nothing has changed. I still do my weekly recaps. I still do my trade recaps. I still go in and do my analyzation. All of it. That is what I want you guys to do. That is what I want you guys to strive toward in order to look to do, because that is how you will properly learn from your mistakes. So the main thing I want you guys to take away, and the last thing I want you guys to take away, how to tweak your trade strategy for success, is by going in, having your journal, and comparing it side by side to your trade strategy and see, you know what? A, did I follow my trade strategy? And B, does my trade execution within the journal align with how I should be executing within my trade strategy? If the answer is no, then that means you need to tweak stuff within your trade strategy in order to ensure that within your game plan, your day game plan, you can execute properly within the markets. If your issue is emotion, look at your game plan. First analyze, did I follow my game plan? If the answer is no, then simply you need to tweak your game plan and tweak your strategy in order to ensure that your emotion doesn't kick in, so you follow your game plan. It's literally a step-by-step process. That's all it is. Don't overcomplicate it. I'm trying to help you guys and keep it as simple as it is. Don't overcomplicate it. It's a simple step-by-step process, and the best thing to do within trading, best thing to do, and this is the sauce, this is the secret sauce, work backwards. If you have an issue, work backwards with it. Don't try to work forwards with it. Don't try to add stuff on. Look at what you need to remove. Work backwards with it. Okay, why am I taking so many losses when I enter my trades? Well, let's take a step back. Okay, well, what am I entering on? Okay, I'm entering on retracements. Oh, are my retracements that I'm entering on valid? Maybe not. Let's take another step back. Okay, is my bias incorrect when I enter on these trades? Like, you continue to take the steps back, and it allows you to see the bigger picture. And once you see the bigger picture, then you understand and you have broken down all those steps in order to be like, okay, now I know the little parts and little cracks I need to improve on, because that was a mistake I personally had. No one made a video on how to properly go in and analyze and learn from your trading. Everyone would say journal, 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 but no one would tell you how to go in, look at the little cracks and fine lines within your trade strategy that you're struggling with, that's allowing your trade strategy to bleed and allowing your trading to bleed, and patch them up. And so that's why I'm here telling you guys, I'm giving you guys the sauce, how to go in and patch them up, stitch them back together by working backwards, by analyzing your trade strategy backwards with your what? Not only your own analog personal journal, but also by going in and screenshotting and importing the images into your Notion journal, into whatever journal you choose to use. That is how you're able to go in and analyze what, why, how. This allows you to get an understanding of the trade. Then you have your own personal journal. This is where you let out your mind, let out everything, your emotion during the trade, all of it. This is where you let it out, right? And then you also go in and reanalyze, okay, compare it to your trade strategy. What went wrong? Did you follow your trade strategy? If yes, cool, continue to follow it. Continue to see what you can improve on. And if not, continue to look and reverse engineer and see, okay, why did I not follow my trade strategy? What do I need to do in order to continue following my trade strategy? How can I tweak my trade strategy and my game plan in order to ensure that when I'm actually on the charts placing positions, I don't make the same mistakes? That's journaling for you guys. I said a lot, but for you guys that are seriously on about your learning, you caught on to this. You caught on to this because this is the most important thing. The most important thing. And if you guys are still struggling with this, join the Discord, link in the description. Hit me up, talk to me. We'll get everything situated. For you guys that want to join the live trading room, join the live trading room. Why not? You're able to see my entire thought process while it's trading. And I always give nuggets like this all the time. But apart from that, I love you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Please take your notes because this is the most valuable video I have ever posted. So go in, Take your notes. I'm rooting for you. I'm proud of you, and continue following on your trading journey. I was about to copy Iman Gadzhi's outro. He always says, and as always, I'm rooting for you from afar. But I can't say that. Well, I'm rooting for you from up close. So, high five. I'm joking. No, you have journaling to do. Go journal. I'm here for you guys. I support you and I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Remember, I just gave liquid gold. Treat it as it is. And if you don't care about it, forget it. Leave the next person to care about it. I will see you in the next video. Peace. Love you guys.